reached out to Jeff Scaife and some of those guys about the stage locations.
A passion in an area. The Vander Park is that walkway that takes you from Brook Street to the entrance of the landing. It's where the old chapel was that's been torn down. So we've really got a great design for the area. We're looking. You will see a dramatic difference in Vander Park. Wanting to have doesn't mean it's going to be finished. To make Vander Park in that area very appealing to people to walk through and invite them in the landing entrance. So park crosses the water. That's a little area off view, the little point. Jeff, we were
with Vince approved, it would be there's no lease, no guidelines as far as a term. We would get all that ratty concrete out of there, put some sod, extend irrigation from the Gulf view, and just make it in the city.
We're looking at doing some kind of landscaping design, something to make it pretty and more approachable and attractive than what is currently there. The Brook Street area, I've got it in the park section because I'm going to be replacing all the lighting on Brook Street and over at Sound Park and pretty that up. I'm going to be establishing a pressure washing program to keep the area clean. We spent a lot of money to keep those poles and get the stickers off, and they're already almost June of 2025. The Vander Park, as I said, we're starting that already, and we want it done by Christmas, before Christmas. Gulfview Park, we will be starting that next month, and we plan on anticipating that completion date April of 2025. And Brook Street, we
ran the prefabricated, and you kind of sit on it. As you guys know, we talked about the one at Jen Homes for a little while, but that you get the order in, and then they construct it. So we kind of wait on them to get for delivery. Or the one at Ferry Park.
those are approved bathrooms. Yes, sir.
I love all the septic that all these kind of projects do. Let's go like Vander Park. Park, and I was some things got, but we all know what we ran into. So this park, there's no lease stopping us from getting this done by December. To do work, I mean, I don't have to see the design or anything today.
Yeah. Not the design that we're doing is not initially thought about attaching lights. And there's some issues. Is kind of have for the different colors of season. We can do different decorations up pergola for the seasons. That's our initial goal on that. Honestly, Christmas, it's going to be a simple design. We're just on it next week and get.
There's raised concrete. All that's going to be pulled out and there'll be pavers through there, and then the plan is to put a nice iron landing or the landing.
Getting that done. It'll be done by December.
So, doing our best.
And then the lights stay lit up year round.
Have them lit up year round and maybe change the color line.
Yeah.
And try to have a beautiful. It's kind of an invitation in the mail. If it's bland or I don't know. You're like, oh, I'm going to go.
Miss Alicia, new year, new money coming up. We're all excited about all projects, right?
Yes.
There's only so many of these period performances. How comfortable do you feel these projects that we all want?
Reality.
Rack and stack, because we want to be period performances.
I have to take care of myself. So when you're trying to take stuff by yourself, that kind of makes things move a lot slower. So we put together, and Tiffany changes, let's get it done. Of course, I will update if they're not, and I see that there's a road.
The only roadblock I see potentially.
You can correspond before the quarterly meeting. Let us know what we can do to help these peer performances get executed, because I'm asking you directly. So many other projects too we're working on, measurable out dates.
Yes, that's why we're not doing that, because we would have had to ask for permission for that. That's why we're going to build kind of like a pergola. Because we don't really,
And is the pergola for our hurricane? You know where?
yeah. There myself and build, okay.
Back at the very beginning.
Obviously getting that done, getting the amphitheater seating done that we've been laying. Stage. Park. Will be done on the west side.
I think at the staff level, as far as relation. Good.
Being able to jump online on the app.
Agenda item for maybe at the next.
We're talking to them, they had mentioned the mooring.
All right.
A multi-family. A lot of ifs, and I have joined the U.S. Set Association. I do every bit of it. I'm really timely manner. Okay. Put it out for bid in January of 2025 might help us. So we didn't want to move forward with the scope of work. Downtown design is coming, and
Mr. Jeter.
Septet is his housing.
The role of this council, and on what we've planned meetings, and sometimes I feel like happy to put the effort in to get our input.
We're going to pay out to all these people, and then really provide something. Everyone that sits on this board tonight has a lot of care about this city and wants to see it succeed and do its best, and we all have a lot of experience in these areas, and what doesn't, and how serious things can actually be, versus that in a perfect world in Tampa or in Sacramento might work perfectly, but here in this community, in this space, I think we can really focus on that. So I'd be 100% for that.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, I was just plan. I love the fact that at the time I do have an idea and a thought I wanted to present, and I will pull it together to meet the January idea. But a lot of the reason you do them is you can get an outside party in, because sometimes an outside party can look, but yet they don't know what's going on. They don't know what goes on with the people who do a lot of interviews. If you're all reaching out to your constituents and we have these meetings and we meet with them and compiling the report, then we can just pay for getting. We've got all the information. We've done all the stuff. They don't have to do the legwork. We've done the legwork, and it's really just compiling the report and I wouldn't look at that option.
RFP or award bid process.
Correct.
Just didn't know if we needed. Are you good on clarity for that? And then, as far as the timeline, Jeff, on whatever the timeline is.
I'm 100% with y'all. I would love to do it that way. I do feel that we know our city better than somebody else. And if we were Tampa with 8 districts, yeah, do that. We have one, and it's a good size one. So yeah, I appreciate it. In January, and set up the time frame for having certain meetings, and certain community stakeholder meetings that we can do.
Revising that 2019 plan, you know, there was a lot of people that put in a lot of work before our, and your time and all of, you know, our time, that we can kind of stand on top of and build off of, save as may be. So thank you all for that conversation and that, planting that seed.
Yeah, we do understand that writing a report is very,
all these other members, but a keep it simple and sustainable plan that is even more focus driven on evaluating the results and evaluating updates, those kind of things, I think would not only save staff time on the producing, but if they have time to have a conversation about that to try to save them some time.
Change. There's been a lot of good progress, but not much has changed since our last strategic plan. And I'll analyze. There will be hopefully some accomplish these and accomplish this, but it's dangerous that it will not be different from the one we have. A good consistent direction.
Is it possible to copy each of those plan?
on the website, but I'll gladly, I mean, I don't know.
If you just send a link.
Yeah, I'll send y'all the link. It's the website and look through it. I will say we can treat it like legislation when they feel like I'm going to be talking about a little bit, where they do some outs and add-ons. So we can approach it from that aspect and do outs, add-ons, and each one of y'all could pick a land and urban design. Okay, that's the area I want to do, and an add-on.
Good stuff. Mr. Barry.
Okay, I'm plans got how about under safety and security, dark zones, lighting upgrades?
There's a lot, and there's things in the progress, big push and a very big commitment. It's not. There's going to be more. Working with the police as I do. I love calling. Can I have this information? Can you help me with this spot? The police department has been working with me and person that helped a lot of residents say thank you very much, especially the senior citizens that live in the home right there. They said, just putting that four-way stop. Some still do. The police have a tendency to hang out there to, address that. So, all right. So now I'm going to introduce my wonderful team. These guys, before they have been one of the best assets of the CRA.
I'm Officer Guy Watson. This is my partner, Officer Carter. Your concerns and problems that you foresee in the area and what to expect. But as far as those impact downtown specifically, I'd say in the last few activity. It looked like for you guys, departure times. They arrive to open the restaurant, whether it's on e-bike activity. Me and him, we are hitting just as 10 very